So I've heard it like this. Beholding as a process, as a method of becoming. You ever heard like what you put your attention to, you will become? Like what you set your focus on, you will become? It's like that with God, I believe. And I think that like in the church that we've tried to make it our job to focus on him. Focus, keep our gaze fixed upon him. This is what I would say, this is what it is to behold. Beholding him in the process of becoming who we were always meant to be. We will know ourselves when we behold him. Beholding him plus time equals becoming our best authentic versions of ourselves. The versions of us that are hidden from us, but at the right time are disclosed to us. Seeing in him, because we behold him, the reflection of who we are. His unveiling of himself to us unveils us to us. Now this is where I believe this video is going. There's this yoke that is too heavy for the church, and that is trying to behold him in your own strength. And this is what I've actually found in my relationship with God personally. He's like, give up trying to fix your eyes on me. Give up trying to fix your attention on me. Give up trying to manage this relationship and receive the grace to be brought in to having supernatural focus, right? Beholding as a method, as a process of becoming, that is, I can't behold him in my own strength, because when I do that, I will be distracted with me. And if I'm distracted with me, I don't think there's going to be very much progress there, because I think that he wants you to see that there is liberty, there is a spirit of liberty that he wants to give you, that you cannot have like in a practice of doing something. He wants to set you free from all of the practices. And so this is how I've found it. It will be in your weakness. It will be his strength. It's like he shows you that you cannot behold him in your own strength, that you cannot fix your gaze on him in your own strength, that this yoke is too heavy for you. And then in that surrender, in that humility, you are brought into, by grace, a supernatural focus. Meaning he comes into the place of where you are. And what you end up finding, what I have been finding, I guess you could say, is his faithfulness, and he has a fixed gaze upon me. Not my faithfulness in keeping my gaze fixed upon him. And I'm actually becoming who I'm beholding, but I'm not beholding in my own strength. And so the burden is not so heavy. The yoke is light in that way, where it's in my weakness I'm taken in. And he is becoming the one I behold, because I have given up trying to behold him in my own strength. Because we can focus on so many things. Well, it's all these distractions over here and all these distractions over there. Guard your ear gates and your eye gates and all of these things. And you just end up with a whole bunch of things to do. And you're trying to make room for God and all of that. And he's like, you're doing too much, Martha. Surrender this to me. My ways are higher than yours. You cannot behold me in your own strength. I want to show you my faithfulness, in that I will show you, I will bring you into the reality that I have my eyes fixed on you. And you're really just caught in the crosshairs of my eyes fixed upon you. And you will receive the confidence and the security, and I will be your rock as you are brought deeper into the knowing that I have my eyes fixed on you. You won't help but look away. You will become curious by love and not curious by fear. You won't become one who is afraid of missing out. I have to keep my eyes on him, otherwise it's not going to go well for me. But you will be fascinated. You will be given this fascination that he is beholding you, in a sense. That he has his eyes fixed upon you. That you are in his hand. that he is taking care of you in the place that you need him to take care of you. So this is not something that we can do. And I think in this, it speaks to my ways are higher than your ways. You don't know the way. You can't do this in your own strength. The best that a human can do is clear out their entire schedule, right? And I think that God will allow us to go in this way for a time, and then spiritual warfare is going to kick in. And I think it's like the catch-all or something. Like he's like, I'm not allowing this to prosper the way in which you are trying to make it prosper, because that depends upon you fixing your eyes on me. Instead, receive my grace that it will empower your life, where I will become your Lord. You say yes to the invitation. You say yes to the adventure. You say yes in this place of weakness that then makes you strong. Because if you're trying to do it in your own strength, you won't be liberated. You won't experience very much freedom, I believe. And I don't think this is what God intends for you. And if we go back to the process of beholding to become, who are you becoming? Who am I becoming? It's not someone that has become more disciplined at focusing on God. I don't think this is the most authentic version of you, and it's not the most authentic version of me. The most authentic version of me seems to be one who has found the confidence and his gaze fixed upon me. And how I can't help but look at him because I've never had someone pay that much attention to me. So much so where it doesn't end up with me being self-conceited, where it's all about me. But instead, I am brimming over. I am full. And now there is abundance for those that are around me without me having to pull from my own strength, because it's that much attention. It's that much love. His gaze is so fixed upon us, right? I think I've given up my whole life for this gaze. If you were to boil it down, I've said yes to the adventure. I've said yes to walking in the way I can't walk in my own strength, to get what I couldn't get with my own hands. You have this fascination towards us. I must know more. You look at me in such a way, I must know more. But I was taught in the church that it was about me fixing my eyes on him. Fix my eyes on him. Make him the Lord in my life. And I'm like, I think what makes him the Lord in your life is you can't make him the Lord in your life. You surrender in your weakness to what you cannot do and what you cannot produce. And then grace brings you in. Grace invites you in. And you find that you were becoming who you were beholding, but you were set free from the practice of feeling like that's on you to do. Like it's on you to then become. It's not on you to become. It's on him to have you become. You surrender to that. The sovereignty of the Lord. The Father that says, no, let me bring you into, I see you. I have you. My eyes are fixed upon you. My faithfulness in watching over you. My faithfulness in watching over the word that I have planted in you. The grace that has encompassed your life. This is where you will find liberty. This is where you will find the most authentic version of you that you become. One who knows the confidence of his or her Father. Like, I didn't have to fix my eyes on him. But now there's this curiosity that's sparked by love that I can't look away. I can't look away. It's a supernatural focus. It's not something we can do in our own strength. And I think that's where we're just like, we got to cancel all these distractions. We got to do all these things. It's like, no, you don't. You have to surrender in your weakness, and grace will empower you to keep your eyes on him as he burns everything up that isn't of your best interest. And you find this curiosity to know the one that has his eyes fixed upon you in such a way. And in that way, it'll just take care of itself. You will become who you are beholding.